we'll talk about Trump coming up a little bit. It's 1 year anniversary of his second inauguration. And so far, he was just holding up many pictures of what seemed to be paid agitators, which is what a lot of those people were. They were. Not everybody, but it wasn't as organic as the left wants to make you think it is at all. And it wasn't as, it was also planned. That church they went into, that pastor happened to be the guy that runs an ICE and enforcement removal branch out there in Minneapolis. So the pastor happens to work for ICE as part of the removal unit. And he runs one of the offices out there. So there was a reason they went specifically into there before everybody got all crazy and wackadoo, which is it's kind of par for the course. Meanwhile, here, we're making sure that we're following federal laws by doing state things to make federal laws.
I think some of you have reported that Nashville is saying that we're not working with ICE so that we can't be a sanctuary city, but we can house them here.
The Nashville mayor speaks out after Republican state lawmakers call out the city over its undocumented immigration policy. GOP legislators introduced a package of bills just days ago, clamping down on illegal immigration here in Tennessee after working with the White House. One head lawmaker accused Nashville of deliberately overlooking the undocumented immigration issue. But Nashville's mayor says this legislation is far from anything that has made Music City successful.
So we've got some new stuff we're going to be doing here, because that's what we do. Going to jump on there's a reason that the White House has been working so close with Tennessee, because they know Tennessee will get behind them. They want to use us as the way to say, look at all the stuff that's happening. Look at how Nashville and Tennessee across the board is helping with illegal immigration.
Republican state lawmakers introduced 8 new bills this week targeting undocumented immigrants, from verifying citizenship before receiving benefits like SNAP or public housing to making it a criminal offense if someone is hiding out in Tennessee with deportation orders.
We're committed to protecting taxpayer dollars, reducing fraud, waste, and abuse, and once and for all putting an end to sanctuary cities in our state.
Well, we don't have any sanctuaries. Do we have any? We don't have any sanctuary cities in there. No. So you're putting it into something that doesn't exist. Okay. Great. By the way, it's a federal, immigration's a federal thing. That's why I get pissed at. I always laugh at the Democrats. You guys want to know why this is a hot mess? Because you allowed it to be a hot mess. You won't let cops, deal with the feds and allow them in to take somebody out of the jails who's a bad person. People that have orders to be removed, you don't want them removed, even though you want them to have due process. But if the process doesn't go the way you want, and this is why we get what we get in the chaos and craziness that we're seeing in Minneapolis and other places.
Another law would require courts to better cooperate with ICE. Citizenship status would also be checked when someone applies to state and local government jobs or for certain types of professional licenses like nursing. Other bills focus on finding the number of undocumented migrants in Tennessee and the cost to taxpayers, including minors attending public school.
We're going to do what we can to make sure that if you're here illegally, we will have the data, we'll have the transparency, and we're not spending taxpayer dollars on you unless you're in jail.
State Republican House Speaker Cameron Sexton accused Nashville of intentionally sidestepping accountability when it comes to illegal immigration.
They're using their ability not to have to work with the federal government, not to work with the state, to hold people accountable who are here illegally and turn a blind eye and actually celebrate it at the expense of taxpayers in Tennessee and Davidson County and all over the state.
We're following all.
Look, I as far as when you guys start talking about wasting money, everybody, it's government, you guys waste money. Is some of it ridiculous? Yes. But how much are they getting, right? Let's go really look at what they're getting. Why didn't people do due diligence before? Is it just now because you guys have put it in law to make it do due diligence? Because so much is overblown about how much they give and how much they don't give. Also, how much do they pay into and never receive? Retirement's one of the big things. There's a lot of people making arguments that they're paying a ton of money into this with their Social Security, fake Social Security, and all this kind of stuff that will never they'll never receive. Well, that's part and parcel, I guess, being here illegally. But measure twice, cut once. And it's great that you want to work with the feds, especially in stuff like this. I don't know if you need to pass laws, but we're going to get it, right? Because this is I'm telling you guys right now, this is the petri dish to see how they can roll this out into a bunch of other states.
We're following all these bills very closely.
Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell reiterated Friday that Metro Police will not be involved in enforcing federal immigration laws and that the proposed bills don't reflect Music City.
So far, I would not say the spirit of the bills is anything close to the welcoming and successful city that we think we've built with a wonderful immigrant and refugee population.
What the hell's the spirit of the law? The spirit of the law just isn't what it's no spirit of the law. It's a law. It's on paper. It's do this, don't. I mean, come on.
We agree with the spirit of the law.
Yeah.
We just don't follow it.
Yeah, what you're telling me, I absolutely understand and agree with, Ken. But in all fairness, while I agree with it, I'm going to do the exact opposite of what the spirit is. There's old Freddie right there. Oh, between that and the grants, my Lord. So the battle will continue, and Nashville's going to be right in the center of it all. The spirit of it all, if you will. I don't mind. Look, immigration is one of those things that's a federal thing. I don't want the feds and everybody clashing into each other. We shouldn't do that. They should work together. One of the reasons 9/11, people talk about it. You had 20 different agencies that nobody talked together or worked together. And that was one of the big failings. We can work together. We can work together to get the bad people out. Democrats understand that. People that are in jail for doing something horrific, who have orders to be removed. What more do you want? What more do you want? This is why you fail, because you're completely out of touch with the average person, the average Democrat. And if you ask the average Democrat, do they want the criminals out of here? Yes. Do they want a fix to immigration? Yeah. Is it going to be exactly what you want? No. But they know they don't want what they had under Biden. At the same time, here we are. And this is going to continue to be an issue like what you're seeing in Minnesota. Wonder what city's next. So we've been to where? Chicago, Minneapolis, and then we went to, they've already been in L.A. What's the next big city?
Weren't they in Portland?
Yeah, but there's always a bunch of...
But they were ordered out of there, I think.
Yeah, they were ordered out of there. And now today, what is it? The DOJ want to subpoena everybody in, all the uppers.
Oh, in Minneapolis?
In Minneapolis. For, is it paid agitators? Is it, I don't know what it is. Paid agitators.
Where do you sign up for that job?
I don't know. That'd be a good job. That's like being an extra. You know how I would do it, honestly? I would put it on the, was it back page or back? It's like one of those, acting things. I mean, that'd be the best place, wouldn't it? Craigslist is, you never know what kind of dangerous person you're going to get. But on, if I was going to, I would want extras. Oh, we should you know what? Next time, we should do that. Next time there's one of these big things, we should do an event, and we'll get some paid extras. We'll just give you guys goofy stuff from the station. It'll be hilarious. And we'll everybody bring a lounge chair, because we're going to be lounging. That's going to be our thing as we watch the riots go on.
I'll pick one up on the side of I-24 on my way in from work.
There's plenty of them available. Oh, Lord. Goodness me.